Good morning, you guys, and happy Monday. First thing we need to address, my appearance. I'm crusty. So yesterday morning, Sunday morning, I got off work at 7 a.m., took a nap, and did stuff around my house. I actually filmed a vlog last week about how I am currently in nursing school but working in the ER and like just the balance of all that. So hopefully you liked that vlog because that is exactly what this week's vlog is going to be. Except I thought to myself, why did I not film my entire week? That way you guys can see what I do day to day. So because I have now, I'm doing a very bad job at introducing myself. Hi, I'm Casey. It's so nice to meet you.
Perfect match, ain't no catch. You and I will make it last. Place your bet on me and everything will be alright.
If this is your first time watching, I am a nursing student and I am an ER tech. I also dabble in the world of fitness, so I post that content sometimes. I work in the ER during night shift. I am a night shift queen, a night walker, if you will. I do not clock in when the sun is out. So we had to flip our schedule. So I am now on day's schedule. It is early for me because usually I like to sleep in. Working night shift, are we shocked? So we are up early this morning. My body just woke me up. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to stay up because if I go back to sleep, then I won't wake up till noon or 1. And then we'll be back on night shift schedule and we don't want that. I've already said it's Monday. I work next on Wednesday. So we have 2 days to keep our schedule flipped and then we got to flip back on Wednesday. But I have a lot of shit to get done this morning. I am actually a little behind in my pathology class. That's the class I'm taking this semester for nursing school. I'm behind on some of the chapter readings for the notes. So I need to finish up last week's notes before I start this week's notes. And then I'm behind on YouTube videos. I'm currently sitting on 3 YouTube videos that need to be edited. So somehow we got to do our patho notes and do some YouTube videos. And then I would really like to post some TikToks today, but that is a later priority. So I am going to go ahead, eat my brekkie, and plan out my day. Your girl is a digital planner. I actually have a whole video on my channel about how I use my iPad for college. I should probably update that and do how I use my iPad for nursing school. Let me know if that's relevant or if it's too similar of a video. I actually do use my iPad a little bit differently now that I'm in nursing school. But let's go ahead and map out our day. The best thing for me to do is time block. So that's where I literally sit down in the morning and say, at this time I want to do this, at this time I want to do that. Otherwise, if I'm free as a bird during the day, I will not get shit done. I need to have a schedule. My pathology class, I'm in an accelerated nursing program, is online and it's 8-week semesters. I just took exam number 2, so I'm 4 weeks in. So we are exactly at the halfway mark of semester number 1, and I am super, super happy because I have an A in pathology. So I really want to keep my A considering this is an online class and whatnot, because Lord knows it's only going to get harder from here. Apologies for the wonky lighting, but we're in the car. So I got distracted at my apartment and I am like leaving an hour later than I wanted to because I took a phone call, and I'm like really nervous to tell you guys this, but I just want to be transparent because I don't know, I feel like my YouTube family, like we're really close on here. But I took a call from a debt collector that I have been avoiding since 2019. Should I be doing those things? Absolutely not. But the gist of the story is I was young, I was dumb, I was irresponsible with a credit card. And so like 2023, the goal for me was I was going to fix my credit. And so I've been working so hard, you guys, to have a good credit score, but having an account in collections kills your credit score. So I was getting frustrated because my credit score is not improving as much as it could have because of this account that has been in collections. So I finally decided to put on my big girl pants, pick up the phone, talk to the people, and I started a payment plan to be able to delete this account off my credit history. So I'm telling you guys this so that if there's someone out there who is in similar shoes, which I know that you are, because like most of the people on my channel, you're younger, you're in your 20s. If you open a credit card, please, 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 please be responsible with it. Number one, do not spend money you don't have. The biggest thing I've learned about credit, treat your credit card like your debit card. If that money is not sitting in your debit account, like in your checking account, don't be spending it on your credit card. So basically I was just super dumb. I'm so sorry this is like moving around. I was basically super dumb with my credit card and spent money I didn't have and didn't make payments, you know? So look where I am now. Let this be a learning lesson for you guys. But headed to the grocery store. I just wanted to share that with you guys because I am running behind now because that phone call took a minute to deal with. And I didn't want to be like, oh, like I got sidetracked. And you guys be like, sidetracked with what? And just like I said, I know that there is someone out there watching this who's probably in this situation, and just know it is so much better to tackle your issues head on. It's super scary. I get it. I used to be the queen of avoidance, and I mean, I've been avoiding this since 2019, so I'm the poster child. But let this be your message to tackle your issues head on. Do not sweep shit under the rug, because guess what? You can sweep it under the rug, but it's still gonna stink, and you're still gonna know that that shit is there. And those problems will not go away.
You say you don't wanna get in trouble, that you doing fine cause you got me. I don't wanna break your little bubble, but you gotta wake up to reality. Cause I can see in your eyes, your head is full of dreams. Tears are a proof of failure, you just gotta let them flow without judge. There's so many ways to be happy. You can do whatever you like. You don't have to be ready. You just gotta trust the right. Don't have to be scary. You just gotta follow the light. You're able to be happy. You can do whatever you like. You don't have to be ready.
There, Uber Eats is here. There you go. I had to do barbecue because there's no more regular. We only.
What about the jalapeno?
Oh, I didn't know if you wanted spicy because I didn't know how your belly was feeling after the ramen.
Oh, I like the jalapeno.
Oh, sorry. Do you like the barbecue?
It's okay.
Oh, I guess I could have texted you. Sorry about that.
It's alright. I'll eat the barbecue.
Okay.
Okay, love you.
Love you. Have a good rest of your day. I'll see you at home.
Okay.
So Torin was so nice, and yesterday he bought lunch because I had to go get groceries today. We literally had like no food in the house, so I was like, you know what, his work is not that far from the apartment, So I was like, you know what, I'll bring you lunch since you bought lunch yesterday. That way he could save a little bit of money since I already went and got all the groceries. But now I need to get my butt to the gym because I should have already done my workout by now, but taking that phone call earlier today really kind of screwed me up and I'm like running an hour behind.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Ooh, I've been on the flex since flex zone. Neighborhood all in your eardrums. I ain't never scared like Bone Crush. Boy, I got God, don't fear none. My line busy, take no calls. Feels like I don't have no flaws. Snakes in the grass, cut those off. Yo, squad shitty, my bros raw. No breaks, we go, 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 go. Throw shade, that's a no, 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 no. Go high, go low, low, low. Like spinning in a 644. Cash money like 504. Ball like AD 24. No sleep, need more, more, more. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drippy, I'm fitted up.
All right, you guys. Welcome to Cooking with Torin and Casey. Torin is so excited to be in this video. If you're new here, Torin doesn't love the camera being in his face.
Sure I do.
Alright, so we are going to meal prep some soup. So I'm just going to go ahead and start chopping everything. Ready? Will you guys look at what I have to deal with? The one on the bottom had been drying all day. It was ready to be put away.
No, not anymore.
That is not how the drying rack works, Torin. That is all gonna tumble over.
No, it'll be fine.
What are we doing? Absolutely not. Are you kidding me? Torin. Happy Tuesday, y'all. I have got my little pre-workout going. So this morning, I didn't film because I had a work meeting. In my department, we do like biannual tech meetings. So I had one today. So yeah, I had my meeting this morning and didn't want to film that. Just because we were talking about department stuff and whatnot. But I am almost out of my creatine. I hope you guys know, like, whenever I'm recommending products to you guys, like my pre-workout, my creatine, stuff like that, it's because they are products that I use every single day and I recommend to my friends. And if I wouldn't recommend a product to my friends, I would never recommend it to you guys. So I'm literally going on Bucked Up's website right now, and we are ordering more creatine, and then it wouldn't hurt to pick up another pre-workout. I'm actually going to be using my own code Casey20 to place this order. So if you guys want to try a pre-workout, what is pre-workout? It basically has caffeine and other stimulants to basically hype you up and help your performance at the gym. You do not need pre-workout. Pre-workout is a supplement. It's meant to supplement your diet. And then creatine helps you build muscle faster, long and the short of it. I feel like there's something else I was going to tell you. Oh, I know pre-workouts can be super expensive. So if you don't want to buy a whole thing, even with my 20% off code, I have a link down below for free samples of Bucked Up. You only have to pay shipping. So I think you pay like $5 and you get a shaker bottle as well as the pre-workout samples. That way you can figure out what flavor you want. So if you guys ever shop through my links, use any of my discount codes, please DM me, leave me a comment, because I want to personally thank you. It's you guys using my codes, shopping through my links that allows me to help keep making content. I'll be honest with you, like my codes and my links, they are affiliate links, and I do make a small commission off those. Heavy on the small. But every little bit does help me so much. Like, you are directly supporting me. You are helping me put gas in my car, helping me pay rent, and keeping this roof over my head. So thank you guys if you have ever done that in the past, or if you plan on doing it sometime in the future. Put on my little gym fit. Y'all, this is like one of my favorite outfits I wear to the gym. I wear it so much. The whole entire outfit is Honor Active. There's something about this cropped jacket. It just looks so crisp and clean. But I'm gonna head to the gym. Hopefully there's not a lot of people there so I can film for you guys. I'm heading into Panera right now, just to switch up where I study. I don't know about you guys, but sometimes I just get like cabin fever and I need to be out of the house for a little bit. So I'm just gonna spend a couple hours here, get some studying done. Plus I have the SIPS membership, so I gotta get my free drink.
I won't make it easy for you now. You got 2 minutes of my time, and I don't really break too easily, but I'm worth it, 'cause I'll slip into your dreams tonight. Oh, so give me your all. I'll take it to Mars. Oh, I'll stick like glue inside your mind. Just watch me breaking your sweat. You're falling into me, touch me. I swear you would do anything that I want, so keep us awake till the dawn. Baby, feel free. I wanna make you sweat on me. I wanna make you sweat on me. I got you wrapped around my finger, but don't you try.
All right, so listen to this. I had something weird happen to me at Panera. So I was probably sitting there for about 2 hours studying, minding my own business. I hadn't talked to a single soul because I do the little mobile order and you can just fill up the drink yourself, right? So then one of the Panera workers comes up to me And he goes, "This is for you." And he slides me a $20 bill. And I'm like, "What is this for?" And he also like looked confused. And he was like, "One of the bakers asked me to give it to you." And I said, "For what?" And he's like, "I don't know." And I was just like, "Well, I can't accept that. I'm not doing anything." And he just kind of like looked at me like, "Oh." And I like slid it back to him and I was like, "I can't accept that. Like, put it in your guys' tip jar or something."
Oh, really?
Isn't that weird? Like, why are you giving me $20?
Get yourself something nice.
No, because and then after that happened, because obviously I was caught off guard because I was studying, I was like, well, maybe I should have taken it because it was $20. But then I was like, I don't know why they're giving me $20, and what does that $20 mean to them? Like, I don't want to be accepting something and then they expect something back because I accepted the $20. Does that make sense? But isn't that weird? Like, I'm just sitting here studying. What are you giving me $20 for? What do you guys think? Weird? Would you have taken the $20 if it was you? Let me know down in the comments.
There's nothing personal in having a little fun. You wait and see if it's worth your while. So give me your all. I'll take it to Mars. Oh, I'll stick like glue inside your mind. Just watch me break it. You're falling into me, touch me.
Good morning, you guys. I am so tired. So last night I had a traumatic experience. It was about 3 in the morning. I was sleeping soundly and I felt a tickle across my forehead and it kind of woke me up and I brushed it off. And my hand touched something. Like, you know how even though you're half asleep, but you know that you did something? It was one of those moments. And immediately my mind just sets into panic and I'm like, oh no. And I turn my flashlight on my phone because Torin's sleeping and I don't want to wake him up. And I see this big, thick, furry spider. Like, it was not a little buddy. We were a big buddy. And I proceeded to then panic because I was like, oh my god, that was literally running across my forehead. It was in my bed. And so I tried to discreetly kill it, which I was very proud of myself I did. Then I'm getting into bed and I just get the creepy crawlies because I'm like, oh my god, that was a huge spider that was just on me. So then I start to feel things crawling on my arms and I lost it. I tweaked out. I started like making all these really fast, sudden movements and I woke Torin up and I tried to be discreet about this, you guys, because Torin hates bugs. Like, that is his thing. He does not do bugs. I am the bug killer in the relationship and I'm fine with it. And so he woke up and he was like, what are you doing? And I just had to tell him because I had the creepy crawlies. And so then he proceeded to freak out because that is like his worst nightmare, is knowing that there was a spider in our bed. And so he flicks on all the lights in the room and he's like, we need to check the entire room, which we did. And of course we didn't find anything. But yeah, I had a very hard time going back to sleep after that, and that was at 3 a.m. and I went to bed at midnight because I stayed up late last night studying, and I'm so proud of myself. I edited a YouTube video in advance, so today a YouTube video is going up for you guys. I'm on track to upload 3 times this week, so I am so happy about that. And then earlier this morning, I had a conference call with my counselor for nursing school just to make sure everything was on track with my classes and whatnot. And I didn't film that because literally my conference call was at 9 and I was fully prepared to get a good night of sleep, wake up at 8, have breakfast, do the call. But I literally woke up at 8:55 because I was so tired and I was like, I will just wake up immediately before the call. And then really quickly today, I was actually sent my first PR package from Grüns. They're a supplement, like a vitamin company. And so I made sure to film some content that I'll put on my Instagram story. Now we're doing laundry, and then I want to head to the gym. So tonight I have my first of 4 shifts. Your girl is working overtime this week because the next 3 weeks are Mizzou home football games, and Torrin and I always tailgate, so I won't be able to work those weekends. But then also, Torrin and I are going on a cruise in December, and we just made our final payment on the cruise, so that has now been taken care of. And also, as I told you guys earlier this week, I have that collections account to now pay for. Yay! So I just want to make sure I have extra cash coming in because I have extra cash going out. I'm extremely picky about how I wash my activewear, so I only do similar colors, cold wash only, and then I add extra detergent because they're stinky, because your girl gets sweaty at the gym. And then I will put the tiniest sprinkle of OxyClean just to keep the colors bright and also to help get the clothes like really clean. And then I always wash on cold and then delicate. We're back at the scene of the crime in the bedroom where the spider was found. But what do I want to wear to the gym? I know it's fall and we're supposed to be wearing neutrals, but like, I don't know. This color is super cute. Maybe we'll do like a white sports bra. That could be a cute look. I have too many clothes, so I have to have them split into different rooms. Is that embarrassing? Absolutely. All right, what sports bra do we want to wear? Here are the white. We of course have the match. We can do the matchy, but that's, you know, that's sometimes is a little too easy. I might be boring today and just wear the match. Alright. Or, no, I think we're gonna go white. We're gonna go white. So this was the PR package I was sent. Grüns Daily. They're just like a daily multivitamin gummy. And I haven't tried them yet. I need to film my reaction and then I'll let you guys know how I like them. I just got done filming my little Grüns video, if you will. It's not sponsored or anything, it's gifted. So this is the company, Grüns Daily. They're a bunch of multivitamins. But I want to really quickly edit the content before I go to the gym, just because they sent me this package a long time ago and it was PR. So I have no obligation to post anything, but I want to acknowledge the fact that they sent me PR because this is my first PR package ever. Sorry I couldn't show you guys behind the scenes of me filming. I was literally using this camera to film. But this is them. There's the nutritional facts if you want to pause the screen. But I got this little dongle off Amazon and it is quite the game changer. So basically it will plug right into my phone and I can edit footage from my camera immediately on my phone. So really quickly we're gonna do that. Sorry, I can't film because I have to take the SD card out of this camera. It is gonna be a fire workout today. because my shaker bottle matches my outfit. Ah! It's just the little things, you know? It's the little things. So, my apartment's maintenance just came and they sprayed for spiders and bugs and all those things. So, hopefully that should be taken care of and I will not be sleeping with a spider anytime soon. Because that was not an experience I want to go through again. You already know, bucked up pre-workout, best in the game, y'all. So my current plan for today is to go about my normal schedule and then at about 3 p.m. take a nap from 3 to 6. That way I'll be flipped for night shift. So sometimes I will just like stay awake all night, but I don't know. I just wasn't feeling up to it last night. I guess maybe I should have, considering how I woke up at 3 and like couldn't go back to sleep. But then I had that counseling call. So I was kind of like, oh, shoot. All right, just popping on some socks. Got the gym fit on. Whew, I am wiped after that workout. I'm starting to get tired, which is good because in about an hour and a half, I'm gonna lay down for my nap. I sound like a kid. I'm gonna lay down and take a nap. But in my patho class, I have a discussion post due every week. It's due on Wednesdays. Today is Wednesday, so I want to get that started and possibly even turned in before I head on into work.
Talk to me nice, talk to me honestly. Look in my eyes, don't let it fall on me. Say you're a good guy, make me believe it. Don't wanna hear it, I wanna see it. See how rewind, when we rewind, feels so nice. We time, you I know how to make me feel right. I can't help how that this sweet talk. I'm already on my way. I'm pulling up, don't be late. I'm cutting through all the lanes. Sweet talk. You need to say less to me. No need for no flowers, babe. I'm already on my way, on my way. Why you blushing? Yeah, sweet concussion. Oh, you miss my touching. You do. Show me something. Give me more than one thing. I need more than less than.
Hello, you guys. I woke up from my nap and now we are headed off to work. It is Wednesday, so we are wearing pink. That is something like on my unit that we do. Mean Girls on Wednesdays, we wear pink. I feel good after my nap. I didn't vlog because I woke up late and so I was like running around and I just didn't have time to grab the camera. Packed a pretty good lunch, so I'm excited for that. But I thought we could kind of like talk about my night shift eating schedule. So I like to go into work with food in my belly. So I don't like to go into work hungry because usually the ER is busiest from 1900 to 2300. And so that's 4 hours that we are usually busy. So if I'm hungry during that time, I can't eat anything usually. And I don't want to be hangry for 4 hours at work. So I like to come in, fed, if you will. And then usually I will have time to eat around midnight or 1. Oh my gosh, sorry this is so backlit, but we're in the car and I can't do anything about where the sun is. And so then I will like sometimes snack here and there, but then I usually get hungry again at 5 a.m. And I usually want like breakfasty type food. And then since I want to immediately go to sleep after my shift, I will stop drinking all liquids around 6 or 6:30. Sorry, someone's being an idiot right now. I'll stop drinking all liquids around 6 or 6:30. That way my bladder is empty. So while I'm sleeping during the day, I am not waking up to go pee, because that's so annoying when my body wakes me up to go to the bathroom. But yeah, usually after my shifts, I immediately go to sleep because Torin is at work and there is nothing for me to do in the mornings. So I want to go to sleep. That way, mid-afternoon, I can wake up and hopefully try to see him and interact with the outside world a little bit. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys, I did turn in that patho discussion. I'm so glad I banged it out. So my pathology class is online, and every week we have a discussion post due and then essentially like an essay due. She calls it like a Dropbox assignment, but it's like she asks certain questions and we answer the questions, and she expects that that Dropbox assignment be very thorough. So it's basically just an essay. And then every other week we have an exam. So I don't have an exam this week because I just took an exam on Sunday. But I still have to go through like my lecture material and all that stuff. I'm actually doing very good in this patho class, which I'm very happy about. I have an A right now. I have, I think when I last took, a 93%, but I want to maintain above a 94% because I want to get like the 4.0 on the grade scale from this class. Just because then my next class I take is Fundamentals of Nursing, and it's a 6-hour class, and I just want to go in with the best GPA absolutely possible, because I have a feeling that I am not going to stop with my RN. I have a feeling I want to go to grad school, so I want to just leave that option open for myself, and so I want to get the best grades possible in nursing school. I've been meaning to film a video about it with you guys, but I was not the best student in undergrad. I definitely was unfocused, and I was lost in the sauce, and I didn't really know what I wanted, and I had the mentality of C's get degrees, which I definitely believe that if that's fine. But at the same time, that does limit your options when you do want to do things like grad school. So if there are any of you guys who are still in undergrad watching this, just leave all your doors open for yourself and do your absolute best that you can in your classes, because now I'm like, oh shit, I'm thinking I might have to take some like grad school level classes after I graduate nursing school, like some pathology and biochem, just to keep that grad school door open for me and to prove to myself that I can do better. And that's the thing, like the classes I didn't do well in were like organic chem and regular chem. I don't know why. Those classes just really never clicked for me, and I know I could have done better than a C. Looking back on it, I know I could have done better. In the heat of the moment, I was just like, fuck it, I just want to pass the class. But I really should have been a little bit more mature and worked harder so that I didn't just pass, but I at least succeeded somewhat. Because now when I'm applying to grad schools, they're going to be looking and they're going to be like, you barely passed these classes, and some of these classes you had to take twice, So I'm running a hair late. Or you know what I heard someone say? I'm not early. We're not late, we're just not early. But I want to focus and make sure when I can get out of the car, I can just grab and go. So I will talk to you guys in 12 hours. Hi you guys, I just woke up. Sorry I didn't talk to you when I got off work. I actually got off work late. So when I got home, I literally just wanted to shower and go right to bed because I usually like to be in bed, showered, asleep by 8:30. So I had a good sleep. It was very peaceful. But right now I need to snarf down these Cheerios and get my butt to the gym. Oh, baby, I am in some need of caffeine. Ugh. It was so funny because last night I was telling you guys how the busiest time in the ER is from 1900 to 0700. And literally from 1900 to 0700, we were slammed. I was out in triage, and I was actually out in triage by myself, which I like. I was over at our women's birthing center, so usually it's not as busy there. I just inhaled some pre-workout powder. Yeah, usually it's not that busy there, so they put a tech out in triage, so then that way there can be an additional nurse taking patients. And I genuinely have never triaged that many patients there. It was just one person after another. But I actually really liked it. I love triage. Yeah, I really like triage. I really like using my assessment skills out there. And it was really nice because we have these things called nurse-initiated protocols where basically we can start labs, get x-rays, stuff like that out in the waiting room. Well, I'm not a nurse, so I couldn't put those orders in, but basically I would triage a patient, I would call the nurse, tell them the reason the patient was checking in, and then I was like, hey, can you order these labs for me? And they were agreeing with every single lab that I was wanting to order. And after we got through those rush of patients, it was really nice. The manager, the house mom, came to help us because we were so busy. And she was like, you're a really strong tech. Like, you did so good. Like, she was like, I was very impressed. You knew what all those patients needed. You were doing good with your triaging. So that, of course, made me feel good. But then the nurses that I was working with were like, Casey, you were so good out there, like, knowing what needed to be ordered and stuff like that. So that always makes you feel good that, like, you're doing good with your job and you know what you're doing because, you know, being a tech, I don't know everything. I don't have a nursing license. I have my EMT, which is great, and I definitely learned so much by having that EMT license, but I feel like the nurses have taught me so well in the ER, and whenever I'm there, I try to be a sponge and just absorb things, and I'm so lucky because they have not only taught me like what to do in scenarios, but they've also given me the why, which I think is so invaluable. So it just felt really good to get some accolades for my triaging last night because I like to think I'm a little triage queen. I love triage. Anyway, I'm gonna run to the gym. I'm not gonna film because I'm running late. I'll see you guys after. Oh, we whacked that camera hard. Oops. All right, you guys, I just packed my lunch. I am wearing my fig scrubs, which are not my favorite, but they have really cute colors, so I deal with it. So the drink lineup this evening is the Alani Nu Witch's Brew. Love this flavor. It tastes like a caramel apple. 2 poppies, bag of chips, some peppers. This is the soup Torin and I meal prepped earlier this week. And then I have some overnight protein oats. And then I might put like a granola bar or something in here. I'm drinking a protein shake right now. And then I just toasted a bagel, so I'll eat that as I drive into work. That way I'm not hungry, because being hungry at work is the absolute worst. All right, we are off to shift number 2. I'm feeling good. I actually braided my braids. I think it looks really cute. I have no idea where I'll be assigned. Sometimes I know where my assignment, but then sometimes it's a surprise. So we're going in surprised tonight, but I will talk to you guys after my shift. Good morning, you guys. It's not morning. It's 4:30. I finished up shift number 2 last night. I'm sorry I didn't talk to you guys. I was literally exhausted. So I was in triage last night, and we were ungodly busy. We weren't like the busiest I've ever seen the ER, but we were very steady, very busy. And then we had some sick patients come through triage. So we had some strokes come through triage, which obviously, like, those patients are extremely high acuity, and we want to take care of them as quickly as we can and get them to the CT scanner as fast as we can. Then last night really made my heart pump. We had a child come through who was in respiratory distress, and they were grunting. And I'm gonna tell you right now, so I was so exhausted. I was so, like, basically when they walked in, I was flustered because I was dealing with something else. And I completely forgot, everything I told you guys when I gave you guys triage tips. It all just left my noggin, and I knew they were grunting. And so I knew that they needed to be seen as soon as possible. So I didn't even take their vital signs because I was like, we need to go. But then when I called my charge nurse to ask for a room, it was kind of silly of me. I should have basically brought her back to the trauma bay, because when they're grunting like that, that is like the last stage before they crump on you. Like, when they are grunting, they are almost gonna quit on you and go into respiratory arrest. So I should have brought her to the trauma bay, because that is where, and especially at this time of night, it was like 3 in the morning. We only have one attending, and all the resources, like our pediatric pod at 3 in the morning, basically we downstaff, and I should have known that they needed to go to the trauma bay because the pediatric pod at that time was downstaffed. So all the resources that she would need would not be over in the peds pod. And I don't know why, I don't know if I was tired, but I just was like questioning myself. Basically, when I called the charge nurse, I was like, do you want me to go to the RBay, or do you want me to go to the pediatric pod? And that's a mistake that I made, because my charge nurse can't see the patient, right? I told her that I got a kid who's grunting, and she's like, okay, I know that this kid needs help. But she can't see the patient, and she starts asking me questions about the patient, which is fine, right? Because she's trying to determine where she needs to put this kid. And the mistake I made is I should have told her, I have a grunting kid. I am coming to the trauma base. Because, I mean, it wasn't long that I talked to her and I figured out I needed to come to the trauma base. Like, my whole conversation was maybe 30 seconds, because when she started asking me questions, I then closely examined the child, and I saw that she had retractions and she was lethargic, and I was like, this kid needs help, and this kid needs lots of help. So basically, moral of the story is, when you have a sick patient like that, you should be escalating that patient's care to the absolute highest level. And I I basically should have called and said, I have a grunting kid, I'm coming to the trauma base, not where should I go. I mean, when you have a busy night and there are no open rooms and stuff like that, then you can ask, where can I take this patient? But that kid was in acute respiratory distress and we just needed to go. And I don't know why I was questioning myself, because the night before I was in triage by myself and I was rocking it. So I don't know if I had too much caffeine and I was anxious or what. I'm not sure what was going on with me last night. Like, I was just second guessing myself a lot. I don't know. Maybe I didn't get good sleep I know what it was, you guys. I was hungry. Yes, so we were so busy with patients that were really sick too, that I didn't eat until like 2 or 3 a.m. And usually that's not a big deal, but I don't know if it's because I'm working out more or I'm working out at like a higher intensity, but I literally had like hunger pains. Like, I haven't had those, I feel like, since I was a kid. So yeah, I was so hungry and I felt lethargic, and I was just not confident last night in my decisions. I literally at one point after that sick kid, I literally had to give myself like a mental pep talk and be like, you are smart, you are competent, you've worked in the ER for 3 years, you know what you are doing. Like, I literally had to give myself one of those. But I also at work got my flu shot. I can probably take this Band-Aid off because I got the shot last night. Yep, not even a mark or anything. So this is your reminder to go get your flu and COVID shot so that you do not have to wait in the ER for 5 hours, because you will already be protected. Oh, it looks like I'm naked. All right, I'm headed to the gym. As per usual, I'm running late, so I don't know if I'll get clips. Maybe not. All right, you guys, I'm headed off for shift number 3. I am wearing some figs and a Lululemon top. I love wearing Lululemon tops as my like under scrubs just because they're so breathable. They actually have perforations in the armpit because your girl is sweaty, but I will talk to you guys in 12 hours. Shift number 3, let's go. Hi guys, I'm tired. Just eating some of those nutritional gummies because I dealt with like a lot of cold, flu, COVID symptoms yesterday. Gotta make sure my immune system's right. Whew, we are dragging today. So it's Sunday. I should be resting, flipping my schedule, but we're not doing that. I'm going into work. So unfortunately there were a lot of call-ins for Sunday. So I was like, you know what, I'll pick up because I'm already in overtime. So here we are, going into work. I actually was able to finish my homework assignment last night, which was perfect because I only had like 2 questions left of it. It was a case study on strokes, which I see like every day working in the ER. And then what was the other case study? Strokes and arthrosclerosis. So it was interesting to learn like about the in-depth physiology of both of those, because those are both very common things I've seen and dealt with in the ER. And so it's nice to be like, oh, well, this is why we actually do this, you know, when we deal with these kind of patients. Torin was so sweet, and while I was sleeping, he ordered Mexican food because I did not meal prep enough for 5 shifts. Thank God I own so many pairs of scrubs, because otherwise I would have ran out of scrubs. Got chips and salsa. So last night in triage, we were super busy. We had a 5-hour wait. And you know, everyone who checks into the ER does not feel good. So telling people who don't feel good they're gonna have to wait 5 hours is not what they want to hear. And several patients' families were upset with us, which I think is natural when you feel awful, you're vomiting, all that stuff, and you're in a waiting room for so long. So my ER is really lucky where we have what's called nurse-initiated protocols, where basically if you meet certain criteria based off your symptoms, we can start doing lab work, we can order x-rays without a physician even seeing you. So basically we can start the visit in the waiting room, which is huge. And so when we have those upset people, I would try to say that. I would try to tell them, well, actually we have placed an IV, we've done an EKG, you know, we have done stuff that you would be doing in your room, out in the waiting room. So your visit has actually started and we've actually began to do your care. And then if you've been in the waiting room for over an hour, we recheck your vital signs, which is something that we would be doing in your room. So just explaining that to someone, obviously like nicely, and just in a way to tell them that we have begun your care out here. I'm so sorry for your wait, stuff like that. That won't always work though, because people are pissed that they're in the waiting room. Just a little tip for you guys, but also let me know, are your guys' ERs super busy? Is it just my ER? How long is your average wait time? I want to know.